Pittsburgh Penguins forward Evgeni Malkin has been suspended by NHL Player Safety. We're going to take a look at the play which resulted in the suspension, and I'll give you my reaction coming up next. Welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams. So if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned off the top, NHL Player Safety has suspended Pittsburgh Penguins forward Evgeni Malkin for one game for an incident that happened last night against the Philadelphia Flyers. Now if you haven't had a chance to check out the play, here's a quick clip of what happened. Now, as you can see, Evgeni Malkin's battling along the boards for the puck, and he's receiving a bit of a cross-check from behind from Malkin Raffl. Nothing too serious, but still a bit of a cross-check. Kind of gets bumped in the back of the head as well. Afterwards, you can see Malkin turn around and really swing his stick directly at Malkin Raffl. Fortunately, he didn't get too much contact. Looks like he got him right in the helmet. Thankfully, he did not get him directly in the face. When you watch Raffl go down, it does kind of look like it was a little bit of a dive, in my opinion. It was clearly an intentional, swinging of the stick, so it's definitely a high sticking penalty. He was given a 5-minute major penalty, a match penalty on the play, which warranted the automatic review by NHL Player Safety here. So they've taken a look at it and obviously decided that additional supplementary discipline was justified here. When Malkin was interviewed and asked about the play, he did not feel he should be suspended. Malkin's reaction was that yes, he agreed it was a little bit of a dirty play, but he didn't break his face, I believe was his words he chose to use. And since there was no injury in the play, he didn't feel he should be suspended. Now, as we know, Evgeni Malkin does have a bit of a bad temper. This is not the first time we've seen a bit of an outburst from Malkin, but this really was a dangerous play. And in previous situations, Malkin, for the most part, has been lucky and not been suspended in the past. There's been a lot of situations where it's kind of been borderline type of situations that he hasn't been called for the suspension, but in this case I do really think it is justified. It's a clear intent, in my opinion, which is the rule. That's the part that matters. It doesn't matter if he got him directly in the face or in the chest or in the helmet. The fact is he swung a stick at him directly. There was intent there to harm Raffl, and unfortunately for Malkin, that does result in a one-game suspension. I can only imagine how much worse this would have been if he would have gotten Raffl directly in the face. We're probably looking at 10+ games if that were the situation. I mean, we've seen situations before in the past here where we've seen a direct to high stick purposely with intent to the face, where the punishment has been much more severe. So, Malkin, like I said, he's lucky here that it's not a worse situation. He put himself in a bad spot there for his team. He'd been out injured for a while. It's his first game back, and now he's going to be suspended. Thankfully, for the Penguins' sake, it's only one game. He's a huge player for that team. They're not really safe right now when it comes to the playoffs. There's a big logjam, a big battle going on in that Metro Division for jockeying for position, and it's very important that he stay healthy, stay in the lineup, and contribute to that team instead of doing foolish stuff like this. In my opinion, there's no part in the game for this type of behavior. So, of course, as always, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this situation down in the comment section. Of course, keep in mind, like I said, Malkin was given a major penalty, game misconduct, and a match penalty here on the play. But I want to know what you think of the suspension. Do you think the one game is justified here? And we can continue the conversation in the comment section. If you're new to the channel here, hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams, and there's plenty of content here for all hockey fans to enjoy. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before you go. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.